Welcome to another special edition of the Doug Saravo Show. I'm Doug Saravo. Alongside with me is Brandon Schwartz, host of Sports Center with the Madman. You too, buddy. Wow, that sun is bright today. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Oh, a few days from now is the start of the National Football League.
That's right.
It's going to be some season. We're not sure if there will be fans, but football is underway. I want to start with the NFC East. The Eagles won that division last year, but it wasn't their best season. So I want to know who's going to win the NFC East. Will it be the Eagles? Will Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley find a way? Or will it be the Dallas Cowboys, who have a new head coach under Mike McCarthy?
I think the Giants are going to win the NFC East.
You really think
I'm very confident in them. I really think they're going to come out strong, and I think Daniel Jones is going to surprise everybody. He's going to surprise the Giants world. He's going to surprise Giants land. He's going to make everybody surprised. You're going to see.
I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys, okay.
I like the move they made by bringing in Mike McCarthy. I think Dak Prescott is going to take a huge step, especially if he wants a good contract. So I really believe that this Cowboys team, especially when you have Ezekiel Elliott, but my impact player will be C.D. Lamb. And I think having him for Prescott will really help him. So I really think that the Dallas Cowboys will win the NFC East. Moving on to the NFC North. Vikings looked good last year, but the Green Bay Packers won the division. Chicago Bears, they have Nick Foles as the backup to Mitch Trubisky. So who do you think can come out and win the NFC North?
I think the Chicago Bears are going to win it.
The Chicago Bears, will it be with Trubisky or will Foles take over?
I think Foles is going to take over. I have a lot of confidence in Nick Foles. Nick Foles is a very, very good quarterback. Drafted, he played at Arizona, which he played very well at. And people expect Foles to be on his A game. So I think Foles is going to come out and really have a good season, despite with all this stuff going on. I think he's going to have a good season.
And you have to remember the Bears were 12-4 a few years ago. So could you see this being like a Philly special too with Nick Foles?
I could see that. It is anything. I feel like anything could happen this year. I really do. So we'll see.
Moving on to the NFC South. This is a division with a lot of good quarterbacks. Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, and now you have Teddy Bridgewater for the Panthers and the GOAT Tom Brady on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do you see the impact Tom Brady bringing, and who's your division winner?
Enormous impact by Tom Brady. He's going to bring a lot of star power to the Buccaneers in Florida. I think the Buccaneers are going to win the division. If not the Buccaneers, I think the Saints are going to win it. But I really think the Buccaneers are good, especially since they signed
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, but I think having Gronkowski helps. Him and Brady play well together. Plus, I also think playing in Tampa helps. Especially with the weather and stuff, it helps them. It's to their advantage. They could read the plays better. It's not going to be cold down there, so I think they have an advantage of playing in Florida.
Brady struggled in that divisional wild card game against the Titans.
Yeah. So, I think Brady's going to have a good season in Tampa.
For me, I'm still going with the Saints. I think it's their division to lose, but I don't think it's going to be a runaway where it's their division. I think there will be like 11-5. And the Buccaneers will be right behind them at like 10-6. So our final division in the NFC is the NFC West. This is a division that can be wide open. It could be the Seahawks, it could be the Rams, even the Cardinals. And you also have, who else is in that division?
The Raiders?
The Raiders are in the AFC West. Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks. There's a team that's missing.
The Chargers?
Chargers in the AFC West. Who's in that?
The Rams.
No, we mentioned the Rams.
Okay.
The Seahawks, the Cardinals.
Oh, and the 49ers.
The 49ers, that's
49ers.
right. That's the
All
team I
right,
got
yeah.
was looking for.
Yeah.
The 49ers, and they're actually my winner of the NFC
Yeah,
West.
I'm gonna go with you on that. I think the 49ers. I think Garoppolo's gonna have a good year. You know, I think Garoppolo's career. He got judged when he lost that Super Bowl, but I think he's gonna have a better. I think he's gonna have another great year this year.
Yeah, the Rams are inconsistent.
Yeah.
The Seahawks are good, but Russell Wilson isn't Jimmy Garoppolo.
No.
And Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, they are still a young team.
Yes.
And I think the reason why we're forgetting about the 49ers is because of how they blew that Super Bowl, because that was a game that they should have won, leading 20-10 in the fourth quarter, and you ultimately lose that game. Was it on Jimmy G? Was it on the defense? Or was it on their head coach?
I'm gonna say it was probably the head coach. In football, the head coach matters a lot because he draws up plays. He puts in players at the right time. So yeah, I think it was part of the coach. But that Super Bowl, he had a chance.
And I do believe Kyle Shanahan was the coordinator for the Falcons when they lost 28-3.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you really have to give the blame there, because you got to really run the ball, don't make throwing plays, especially when you have a lead like that. So a little bit different this year. 3 wild card teams. Who do you see competing for a wild card spot?
I think the Jets are going to be one. I think the Jets.
Let's stick to the NFC first, and then we can get to the AFC.
NFC. I think the NFC, you're going to see the Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Getting wild card. I think you'll see the Washington Redskins.
The Redskins.
The Redskins have.
So you're going to have 3 teams from the East making the playoffs?
You might.
I mean, it's possible.
You might. I'm going a little crazy. I think this is going to be a strange season. You're going to see. I think you're going to see a lot of teams in the NFC East fight for that wild card. And I think the other team that might fight for the wild card is the
Packers, Lions, Falcons.
I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions.
I actually have them in my wild card. My 3 wild card teams are going to be the Arizona Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray can have a huge step up, as I mentioned on my podcast a few days ago. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like I said, it's going to be close in that division. And I have the Detroit Lions. I do think that the Green Bay Packers will take a step back due to Aaron Rodgers, his age, and also due to the fact that they brought in a young quarterback in the draft, I believe Jordan Love. I think it's going to have it in the back of his mind that if I struggle, I may lose my spot. So I really believe that there's going to be a lot of pressure on the Green Bay Packers and on Aaron Rodgers especially, and I think that's going to get there.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's our first half of the NFL preview show. Doug Sharavo, Brandon Schwartz. We will be right back to talk the AFC.